Yeah, I think Laura, your lighting looks good. I mean, you think it looks too dark, but I think that might be the best your camera's ever looked.
Well, it has that brown look. Like that special show, what it's called?
Today's special.
Today's Special, yes. So I could see why you would like it, but it's a little on the dark side for me.
Well, it is dark in the back there. It almost looks like a Caravaggio or something like that. But I think you look clear and not washed out, because sometimes you can look washed out on the camera. You look
Right.
defined. You look
Okay.
like
Well, yeah, I'm just so you guys know, it's not this dark in the room in real life. It's a little more cheerful in here.
you look well defined.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Gemma Leslie. It looks really good. Thank you ever so much.
I man, I had a weird dream, Laura.
Uh-oh.
Well, I dreamt that I
Did it
took a
involve like a rat and a bowl of semen? I'm
um
just kidding.
it was I had a dream that it's not a new camera, by the way.
Yeah, this is not a new camera. I'm just in a different location.
It's
I'm in
it,
Los Angeles right now in my childhood bedroom.
but it's not, for some reason your thing is not working the way it should, but I think that's to your benefit, I think, in a way.
Okay, good. No, I have more lights in this room in front of me than I normally do in a way. But yeah, I don't know.
Damn, I want to get
I
it.
turned down the exposure.
I want to get some kind of chiaroscuro thing going in my place right now, you know?
Some kind of what? Chiaroscuro?
Yeah, let me do that actually. Hold on.
What's chiaroscuro?
Or whatever that, that thing where it's dark around something,
You mean like a vignette?
No, not quite that.
Spotlight? No horse paintings in this bedroom. I used to have a lot more other fun stuff in this room. However, it's not really my room anymore. It's a bit sad. I won't get into the details, but yeah, all of my decorations are not in this room anymore.
Yours
Are
looks
in
so
mine.
much better than mine.
Oh no, yours looks very cool and vibey.
Really?
I mean, you look like you're in some kind of chiaroscuro right now.
You look high definition, Laura.
No, but yours has got a cool shadow effect, and it's just like special effects style.
I don't know if that
You
shadow
look like
is a
you're in
good
some
thing.
kind of German expressionist type of, I don't know, flick.
I don't
Like some
necessarily like the shadow.
Orson Welles type of look.
I think your lack of so I look like a doctor of Cabinet Caligari, or the cabinet of Dr. Caligari, right, or something like
Calavari?
Caligari.
Isn't it Calavari? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, you
how
look
about
like some kind of Nosferatu meets some kind of rosebud of sorts.
an Orson Welles of sorts?
I said an Orson Welles of sorts, but you didn't hear me earlier.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
So I figured I'd make another reference that would speak to your generation.
Yeah, to speak to my
the older generation.
Yeah, the older generation.
Wait, Amorosio Ciaro? Is that a real thing?
No.
Chiaroscuro.
Chiaroscuro.
Chiaroscuro is a shading technique from the Renaissance.
Yeah,
kind of like a Da Vinci does the Madonna.
Like a Caravaggio, I would say.
Okay.
Or whatever. You look so crystal clear right now. It's kind of crazy.
Not true. Well, no, you know what it was?
Crystal clear.
I lowered so I have a thing on my computer called webcam settings, and you can lower the exposure, and then it changes the frame rate slightly, or it changes the shutter speed, I guess. And so it probably looks a little bit BBC-ish the way my frame rate looks right now.
I think that,
you know what I mean by BBC? It has like a sort of fairy tale theater,
masterpiece
theater type of look.
It's got that broadcast look.
It's a broadcast look. It's very. I like that. It has that brown feel.
It actually looks good.
But I feel like your camera has often looked very crystal clear. And
really, I want to go.
Why,
I'm trying to go BBC. I want BBC.
Well, you got to get webcam settings then, I guess. And you also, the way you've been doing it has been good. You've been using.
I have webcam settings, by the way.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. So what you want to do is you want to open it up, go to preferences for those of you out there who are interested in this boring conversation. Click on show webcam settings panel, and then you do manual instead of auto, and then you can mess with it, fucks with it, as they say. by just sort of moving the exposure dial to the left or right as
Right.
needed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also create all these different types of presettings and things like that. But you know what? It's not. I don't know if you want to totally fucks with it, as they say, because it can get a little tricky. It can definitely mess
Right.
things
Well,
up.
I use webcam settings for a different thing I do.
But yeah, I think you had the right idea by simply using a lamp, a regular old room lamp, and removing the shade and then putting that in front of you,
I
which is
didn't
what
remember.
we did for for those of you who were tuned into the Christmas special the other night. I totally forgot to bring my normal lighting rig, which we used to use for my music live streams, and I was frantically trying to figure out what to do. And Brent just said, "Oh, just use a lamp and take the shades off." And we have an abundance of lamps in this house, so I did that, and it totally worked. It totally worked. I feel so. Good
Uh-huh.
job.
Yeah, well, by the way, my shade is not off
Isn't
right
this
now.
boring?
I know this is the most boring thing I've ever even thought
I
of in
mean,
my life.
God, I don't want to get a
How about
freaking
this? How
lighting
about this?
lecture.
How about this dream? Well, by the way,
But yeah, what happened with the dream?
well, I do. I don't have the shades off, by the way, on this my lamp right here. The lamp is just. I have it just positioned. It's one of those bendable kind of lamps,
Oh, a
And
gooseneck
it's
lamp, as they call them.
something. Yeah, gooseneck.
Chicken neck, for
I
this
got the
sake.
chicken. I got the chicken neck, and it's going up. And
Uh-huh.
anyway, I just have it going up. Anyway,
So yeah,
so
you have the Nosferatu effect
I
happening
had
there.
this dream that I was taking a shower in our childhood shower bath situation, okay?
Mhm.
And I saw these spiders in the sort of near the ceiling kind of, and then I started noticing more and more spiders, and at a certain point I saw 5 spiders,
Wow.
and then I sprayed them with
The
water, or
spray.
I sprayed them with a spray water, and they flew to another part of the wall. They were flying spiders.
Oh my God.
And then I thought, that's creepy. And anyway, sorry, that's boring too because
Well, you know what's interesting is actually I've had dreams about our childhood home a lot. I almost have a dream about our house like at least 2 to 3 times a week, or I was for a long time. Um, and I had a dream about a bug in the house once.
oh
I
yeah,
dreamt
what?
that we were in the living room and in the kitchen, and it was like all the kids were there, meaning me and my 3 brothers and my parents, and Anton was there, and there was this praying mantis
Mm.
that was like jumping all around the living room, and I was scared of it, and it was like evading me, and it was just but it seemed like it was aware of the fact that I was going after it, and it was also trying to play some kind of game with us or something like that. Like it was very weird. It was intense. That's all I can say.
I've had a lot of intense dreams about in that house,
Oh yeah, that's
and
about.
in that house and of that house.
Oh man, I had one that I told to a friend. I won't tell you guys because I know that dreams are kind of boring for people. But if I could make this into a movie, I think it would be cool and it'd be very David Lynchian. And I told it to a friend, and they said that it sounded awesome and that I should make a movie out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that it was like so weird, and I won't get
Okay,
into
well,
it. But
don't
anyway,
tell. Yeah, I guess don't pray. Pray tell. You're talking
pray
about
tell,
praying mantis.
pray
I'm thinking
don't
about pray
tell.
tell. Um, but yeah, those spiders were scary to me because I don't know, they seemed like they turned into other kind of bugs. I don't know what it was.
Well, I
And
guess
then
it's interesting. I mean, it makes sense that you had a dream about spiders because you had that incident with the spider last night in your waking
yes,
life.
yes, I in my waking life I had a spider incident where a spider was crawling down a curtain
Last
in
night this happened.
the house, the childhood house, and it was right above me, and I got out of there, and then it jumped off the or something off oh, this is boring actually. All right, you want to start the show?
Well, no, that's more interesting because it
Okay.
actually happened.
Well, okay, I jumped. I kind
It's
of
not
got
just
away. Our brother said, "Oh, there's a spider right there," and I jumped away, and then it jumped down onto the floor, and it was crawling around really fast. And well, it was really quick, and somehow our brother, I guess he did something to it that I don't want to say.
what?
Well, he did something to the spider, and
Why don't you want to say? He
well,
fucked
people
it?
might get offended. What? People might get offended,
Why would they get offended?
Well, because people who are maybe care about, all living things might have found it to be, dark what happened.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Well, what I'm trying to say is he stepped on it,
Yeah. Okay.
and it was big, by the way. It was big.
Look it. I feel like when they're in your hair, in your
In your
territory, home, I feel like it's kind of an all bets are off thing. You know what I mean? It's like if you have an invader, an intruder, and it's causing you distress, then you got to do what you can to survive.
I guess. Hey, so you are down because you usually try to bring spiders outside.
I do. I try not to kill them, but if it's like a situation where I have no choice, then I'm just going to have to do that, because I can't be at peace knowing that there are potentially threats to my well-being wandering around the inside of my safety zone, or what I would hope to be my safety zone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ruthless world out there. Do you want to? Should we start the show?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start the show.
What?
Welcome to the Chicken Coop. My name is Brent Weinbach. Oh, you're muted, Laura.
Sorry, I'm Laura Weinbach.
And this is the show where Laura and I talk about stuff, and we look at commercials a lot and kind of break them down, analyze them, and stuff like that. But this is going to be a little bit more of a, I would say, lower key episode, right? We're not going to it's been the holidays, and it's been kind of hard to figure out what we're going to do and stuff, and we've just been busy with family stuff, and we're doing this on a Tuesday, which is kind of different. We usually do it on a Monday, but we just thought we'd just do a shorter kind of low-key thing. We don't really have anything planned, actually. That's why we're talking about spiders and things. And so we are doing what we thought we would do, because it's the end of the year, is maybe, I don't know, think about some of the stuff that we some of the stuff that we've looked at in the past. Maybe revisit some of the commercials that we looked at in the past, or something like that. I don't know, right?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Or whatever, you know what I mean? Or do you have anything you want to get off your chest, or what?
No. I don't think so.
I thought of something funny with my one of my brothers, actually, recently. I think it was Max, that I kind of thought of this idea. The expression "D's nuts,"
Yes, I do. Sorry, he's getting stuff to go out. They're going to go out. We're in my, to reiterate, in the childhood house, there's only so many spaces we can be in. Anyway, okay, they're off. Go ahead.
D's nuts, that expression, classic.
I do know the expression D's nuts. Yes, thank you.
So I started thinking it'd be funny to just start saying D's nuts, even if somebody didn't say D, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know what I mean. So just ask me any question.
What's your middle name?
D. Well, not D's. Okay, how about more like this? Say, hey, is this like, hey, are the spoons supposed to go in the drawer, or something like that?
Are the spoons supposed to go in the drawer?
D's nuts. Just say it like that, and you just start saying D's nuts to any question like that, and maybe that could be a new elevation of the D's nuts. Franchise.
Okay. Yeah. You should try it. Tell us how it goes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. And so
you try. Why don't you try it, actually?
Okay. Well, D's nuts.
Okay. Well, wait. Do you want me to go? I'm gonna go. I was about to go.
That was me answering your question.
I was about to go to Smart and Final. Right. I was about to go to Smart and Final. Did you want me to pick up some sporks?
D's nuts. Did that work?
Okay. I was thinking more. I was thinking more along the lines of D's nut. I don't know. I forget.
D's nuts, like that.
Maybe, I don't know. Who cares? Never mind.
I don't know.
Moving on. Yeah. Yes. I guess Noah Collard's got it right. Your mom of sorts. Yes. So it's kind of like your mom. It's like these nuts, and I want some sporks from. These nuts are gonna pick up some sporks from Smart and Final. I don't know, something like that.
It's funny. Marker 113 says it doesn't seem to work.
No, he said it does seem to work.
Oh,
It
it
does
seem to work. I thought he said it doesn't seem to work. Okay, yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Other people seem to like it. SB3 said I really like this, so I think that you've got the majority rules here.
Well, okay. I didn't mean for that to happen, but hey,
Well,
look.
okay.
Well, okay. What is that? It's like the mic.
That's
Well,
Mike.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's Mike.
okay. Well, okay. Mike has been a familiar voice to this show for the last year, hasn't it? Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, these
Yes.
nuts.
I
These
would say
nuts.
this was Mike's year.
I'm gonna pick up some sporks from Smart and Final. Did you want anything else?
These nuts.
Okay. Okay. These nuts. Okay. These nuts, Walter. These nuts, Walter. Go home to your family and these nuts.
As SB, no, I'm sorry, as Marker 113 said, it does seem to work.
Yeah, what if Mike went through a D's nuts phase?
It would work.
What if Mike went through a D's nuts phase and he started saying D's nuts after everything he said? Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take
Here.
the car. You're gonna drive to
Let me
Gus's
ask you a
house.
question as Gus, and then you can
Okay.
answer it. in my-
Okay.
What is your plan for the siege?
First, we're going to take these nuts and we're going to put these nuts in your mouth. Then we're going to these nuts, and it's not my call. These nuts, not my decision.
All right.
I
will
don't know.
let you do this once. But if you should so much as fuck this up, I would be very upset. Now go. Now you're supposed to say, these nuts.
These nuts, Frank.
These nuts, over and out.
These nuts, Frank. These nuts. So, well, I was thinking, I don't know. Look, I want to do a best of or clip episode.
All right.
Maybe would we do that? Oh no, maybe we do that on our 52nd.
Wait,
episode.
can we do that tonight with our
No,
production?
I think we need more time to prepare for that, to get clips, some kind of best of moments and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to do a clips recap.
A Crips. I would like to do a Crips recap.
Clips and Crips.
All our best Crips.
How about clips and snips?
Yeah, well, I would like to do
Crips.
that. But we need more time to prepare for that and to find the clips and all that and put them together. But what I thought, and actually what Chicken Jessica thought we could do is maybe revisit some of the memorable ads that we've looked at, perhaps, or something like that. I don't know, or something like that. Or we could just
Did
talk.
Chicken Jessica have some preparations in order?
Did you have some preparation H's?
Well, me? Whoops.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I got a couple things prepared, Couple things,
I mean, there was one commercial that we didn't. What was a Christmas commercial?
Yeah, well, Qualia mentioned doing my leftovers that I sometimes post in the Discord. Well, I do have one leftover.
Wait, look at Chicken Jessica. Chicken Jessica's doing this sort of has this sort of dart, got some kind of
right,
spectacular special in here.
Yeah.
Why don't we do some leftovers? You know what?
Well, I got one.
Today and days after Christmas are all about leftovers. Maybe that should be the theme.
Right, leftovers.
Oh,
We have lots of leftovers up in this house.
Why don't we do that Christmas leftover right now?
Okay. All right, let's do that. I actually probably do have. I used to kind of save the ones that weren't used for other episodes in a folder somewhere. So maybe I'll look at those. But should I mention this thing called the super chat real quick?
What is it and how does it work? And
Pray tell is what
Price as Hell mentioned it earlier here. It's a way to stick your tip in to the show.
Oh.
And how you do that is you click on the $ on the. Well, check this out. You click the $ in the chat window and pick a super sticker, super chat. You do whatever you want on this bar here, and then you hit buy and send, and then your snip gets all highlighted. You know how it goes. some of the people know what's up. But
that's really something else right there.
yeah,
That
so,
shit's insane, yo.
That tip's insane.
so you want to let's do this one leftover. It comes from remember Viewmasters.
Oh yeah, Viewmasters.
Viewmaster.
Viewmasters Baiters.
Yeah, and this features a famous actor. And you want to do it now?
Yeah, let's just roll into it. You know, we're just loose. Wait, can you rewind it? It all basically. I noticed this after operating it last week that it when you add it, it'll cut off the beginning of the video, so it has to sort of be rewound.
Look at that. Hey, tell everybody what's so great about this gift pack for Christmas.
Because the GAF Talking Viewmaster is so educational. Watch. How deep's the Grand Canyon?
The Grand Canyon is over a mile deep.
Tell them more.
Wait, hold on, pause it.
Those kids are so lackluster. They're like, yeah. They
Exactly.
seem like they're slightly,
Exactly.
Slow.
Wait,
No,
that's
at first I thought that guy was Jack Nicholson, and I thought, wow, he is not a family man, but I guess he's going to try to be in this commercial.
it's Henry Fonda.
Okay, I couldn't tell at first. I mean, at first it definitely. I mean, I realized it wasn't Jack Nicholson after a minute, but then I didn't
Father
know.
of Peter and Jane.
Yeah, no, I know. Or is he really? Is he truly the father of Jane?
Jane and Peter?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay,
Isn't he?
but I don't know.
Am I wrong about that?
Who's that kid on the right? Is he from something?
He
He doesn't look.
does look like somebody. Who does he look like? He looks like somebody.
Man, let's keep watching.
Well,
And
hold
what
on,
is
Mike.
that thing in the front? That jar of something.
Wait, listen to that's so funny how those kids go,
Oh, that's
well, you can do this thing with this thing, and they go, yay, yay,
Yay.
yay.
The guy's thinking, I'm doing such a great job. These kids love me.
Wait a second. Bridget Fonda is whose kid? Peter's kid, right?
Bridget
she?
Fonda, aka single white female.
Yeah, the single white female.
Well, that ain't no Bridget Fonda up in that left-hand corner. I can tell you that.
No, that ain't no Bridget Fonda.
No, hell no.
Okay,
I
let's
feel
start
like
from the
that
top.
bottom right-hand corner kid is. Let's watch the lackluster applause again.
Yeah, let's watch that. Let's watch that again. Let's rewind it a little bit.
Canyon.
Also, wait. Actually, can you go back again? I do like that kid with the bowl cuts acting though when he talks about it. I do. He kind of stutters a little bit, but it feels real. Go back.
So
Tell
All the way.
everybody what's so great about this gift pack for Christmas.
Hold up. Are
Okay,
those
pause it.
twins on the bottom left?
Yeah, they are. There's two twins. Yeah, those are twins.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look at that. Hey, tell everybody what's so great about this gift pack for Christmas.
He doesn't. It's not that he doesn't stutter, but when he pauses a little bit to just point to the thing underneath him, there's something that feels kind of real about that.
He
and
goes,
I
"What's
like
so
that."
great about this gift pack?"
Yeah, I kind of
To
like
me,
that.
it doesn't feel real. It feels
It-
like an acting job, but it's
It
okay.
does. It does a little bit, but it feels a little real to me too, and I kind of like it, and I'm into it.
Well, it's
to be
real in the
honest.
sense that the kid is really trying and not succeeding, but there's something real about that in earnest. It's like he's earnestly trying to do a good job, but well,
Anyway, carry on.
GAF Talking Viewmaster is so educational. Watch. How deep's the Grand Canyon?
The Grand Canyon is over a mile deep.
Tell them more.
GAF Talking Viewmaster is fun.
Tell them the best part.
It'll keep your kids quiet for hours.
oh, that's fucked up. Tell
Like,
them the
go-
best part. It'll keep your kids quiet for hours. It's like, parents, we know you want your kids to just shut up. It's just so messed up. Damn, those collars are big. Those are like clown collars. What the
Well,
hell?
also, it's funny. Their collars are not identical. You know what I
No,
mean?
the one on
One
the
of them
left
is-
is bigger.
Well, the one on the left is spread apart more.
Right, it
something
is
like
more
that.
spread apart. Maybe it's not buttoned on the top.
Maybe
button.
it's not tucked in enough or something.
Right, something. Why are those collars so enormous?
It'll keep your kids quiet for hours.
Dude, that is an abusive father right there. You can tell.
Well, it's funny because Henry Fonda is this, generally thought
After
of
the
as
commercial, he's like, "Now get the fuck away from me, you little shit." Says like, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of guy he probably is. He probably got cast in Home Alone Part 1. as the uncle later on in life. Have you seen that scene in Home Alone? I think I mentioned this last time I watched Home Alone recently, and as much as I love that movie and find it to be extremely entertaining, that opening scene in the house is very mean spirited, and the uncle is just straight up mean. He's mean to these kids. He goes, "Look what you did, you little jerk." I mean,
Right.
I don't think they would put that. They didn't have. I think they actually cleaned up their act a little bit on Home Alone 2 because I watched Home Alone 2 not long after that, like a couple days later, and it was a little bit less mean. And I think that they probably thought, you know what, this is a little too mean.
Well, you know,
About part one.
they do that. Sometimes they go hard in the first stuff because there was this you know, the Many Loves of Dobie Gillis, that show, Laura. You probably don't know it, I guess.
I don't.
That's more my generation.
Yeah.
Dobie Gillis, you know, Dobie Gillis, Maynard G. Krabs, Dobie Gillis. Anyway, in the early seasons of it, the first season, they the dad always says, "One day I'm going to kill that kid," or something like that. He's talking about Dobie Gillis. He's like, "I'm going to kill that kid someday," you know, or something like that. And then they eventually started to think that was a little too harsh for the dad to say that. And so he stopped saying, "I'm going to kill that kid." And also in The Simpsons, remember the early Simpsons? Homer used to strangle the kids, you know? Remember that?
Oh, I know. I
And
think it's really interesting.
He was a lot more abusive, and then they toned that down. He doesn't strangle the kids anymore, or he would strangle Bart, I guess, or something.
Right. No, you're right. I think it's a real actually a reflection on the culture of the times, you know, that it was more acceptable to be sort of abusive, you know, the earlier on in time that we
No,
go.
but I'm saying even in the 80s when The Simpsons started, Homer would strangle Bart, and
I
then
know.
they got into a few seasons, and he just Bart.
No,
I
but
mean, it's weird. Homer used to be this abusive kind of yelling dad,
Right.
and then he became this kind of just more dopey kind of guy later.
no,
you know,
I
and-
think that it's a reflection of sort of social norms and social acceptances, you know, of those times. Like at that time, it was acceptable for a father in a cartoon to be this kind of intensely, you know, I mean, but in a comedic way, abusive father. And then it became not as acceptable. And I think that that's because it was probably more of a reflection on, you know, pre 1980s norms, like probably getting back from like the 60s and 70s residue, you know what I mean? And seeing that as funny. Like they wouldn't even have made that mistake probably 10 years later, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I think with Home Alone, that is another reflection of sort of how parents were and how people were in terms of what they accepted as being, you know, okay for how to treat people at that time. And then as time goes on, it's interesting because I think movies really allow people to reflect on behavior patterns and realize like what seems acceptable and what's not, you know?
It reminds me of. Did I show you that trailer for that it was a mini series actually, and it was recent, or it was from sometime within the last 10 years, you know, or something like that, called The Slap. Did I show you that trailer?
No.
Oh, it's really funny seeming, but basically this guy Zachary Quinto, I think his name is. He's this guy. There's this party of these people, and there's some kids there, and this one kid is acting up like a real brat. You know, he's being very difficult, and so this other guy comes over, and the kid kind of, I guess, stomps on his foot or something like that, or kicks his shin or something, and then this guy who's not his dad slaps the kid, and it becomes this big issue, and the whole thing is this big issue about. And some of the people think he should have slapped the kid, and some people think he shouldn't have.
When did this take place?
Kind of recently, in the last 10 years. I mean, I think probably 2014 or something like that, you know?
Huh.
It's really funny, though. I mean, I wish we could watch that, actually, the trailer for that, but I'm a little afraid that there'll be some copyright issue thing or something.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Why don't we watch that for the after show, actually? Can you download that, Chicken Jessica? Is that possible? Just if the slap trailer,
I'll look into it. And by the way, I watched that show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm Team Slap. I'm Team Slap, by the way.
Oh, wow.
By
the way,
funny. That is really funny. I kind of want to see it because it looks really funny.
Right. Kevin, you're such a disease. That's mean, but there's other really mean things that happen. I'm just reading Noah Collard's comment of, you know, quoting Home Alone. But Weird Artifact says the Home Alone parents have love having sex too much. 11 damn kids. Those are not all their parents' kids, by the way. There's cousins there. So it's like, I think in Kevin's family, there maybe are 4 kids or 5 at the most.
Well, there's
There's
Kieran.
Kevin, Buzz.
Oh, is Buzz his brother?
Buzz is his older brother who's very mean to him.
Okay, and then there's Kieran, right?
I don't know if Kieran is his brother or if it's his cousin. I think it's his cousin in the
Oh,
movie.
Is it-
Because Kieran,
oh,
I think, is the son of the uncle, the cheap uncle.
Oh, okay.
The mean uncle who says, "Look what you did, you little jerk." And everybody's just staring at him, so mean. It's like a really intense scene. I feel like he has a reason to be upset with his family. And even his mom is mean to him, Catherine O'Hara,
Mm.
in the beginning. But and you know, if you watch the movie too, you pay attention to sort of how they treat him once they finally come back home at the end, and they finally, you know, the whole movie's over basically. And the mom spends, you know, a couple of nights in, you know, trying to get back to her precious son who they left home alone. She's all distressed and worried, and everybody else basically resigns to just go to their hotel and wait it out. And by the end of the movie, they all show up back at the house. And the mom is all happy to see the son and gives him a huge hug and is like, "Merry Christmas, my darling. I'm so sorry." And the dad walks in. He's like, "Hey, Kevin, you're all right. Good for you, pal." It's like, he just doesn't even care that much. You know, it's really weird. Just the way everybody else is sort of reacting to this situation that happened. Nobody seems to be that shocked about it. Anyway.
Well, yeah, it's a trip. That movie's a trip, I guess. You know, one could say.
Right. Wait, let's figure out who the kids are again. They're Kevin's sisters and brothers. It's so there's Buzz, and then I think he has 2 sisters, and then I think one other brother, which I think may be Pete of Pete and Pete, unless that's a cousin. I'm pretty sure there's no more than 4 siblings in Kevin's family. And yeah,
Is
the
that
one
right?
sister goes, "Oh, you're what the French would call les incompetents." The incompetent or whatever. Anyway, point
So,
being, it's a
well,
fun
look,
watch though. I
well,
would
look, how
recommend
about
it.
this? Why don't we
And the
watch?
music's
We'll
really good.
watch the trailer to the Slap. We'll try to watch it in the after show debrief, and I think we should probably head into the after show debrief pretty much right about now ish.
Oh right, yeah, I kind of got it. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
a
it was
shorter
gonna be a shorter episode. Look, I know this was just a little rinky dink thing, but whatever. Look, it's holidays. It's kind of hard to do all this, you know, right now. But look, big thanks to Chicken Jessica for working with us this whole year, almost this whole year, and helping us out. And big thanks to everybody this year, all of you people, whether you are a member or not, you know, just tuning in. And, you know, hopefully this has been a bit of fun. You know, we usually do this every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I said this last episode in the after show debriefs, but hey, look, I have a lot of fun just doing it myself because, you know, it's just a good opportunity to laugh and kind of, you know, look at the. I like nostalgia. I'm a nostalgic person, and I like looking at old stuff because it reminds you of a time. I like pop culture of yesteryear because it's I don't know.
better.
I like it. Well, it was better, you know, and it reminds me of a time when things were, I don't know,
more fun,
yeah,
and abusive.
and abusive, yeah, and so, you know, I like old fashioned abuse, and so no, but what? Oh,
your mic got weird for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's funny. It got weird right when I said I like old fashioned abuse. You know, the way that, you know. But,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Can you? No. Anyway.
I just wanted to, okay. Yeah,
what,
sorry.
okay. You know, go on. Carry on. What?
I wanted to respond to a couple comments before we move in, really quick. One is to Seafoam, who said, "I got Lebkuchen for." I think that's how you say it, for Christmas because of my recommendation. That's awesome. What did you think? Did you like it? Isn't it delightful? And then also, to respond to Bryce Shell's comment about Buzz. Buzz ate all the pizza and really set that whole mess up. Kevin wouldn't have been grounded if Buzz didn't do that and wouldn't have missed the flight. Fuck Buzz. Well, yeah. The whole thing is really Buzz's fault in a way. I mean, Buzz is totally provoking Kevin the whole time, being so mean to him, and he totally started the whole fight in the kitchen. And then Kevin just completely got blamed for all of it. So, I mean, Buzz is not a nice person.
Buzz is a bit of a buzz kill of sorts.
Yeah, Buzz is a bit of a buzzcock, as they say.
And Uncle Frank, is that his name? Uncle Frank?
Yeah, he's
Uncle Frank is well, hey, Uncle Frank is the main villain in Hellraiser, by the way.
Well, that would make sense.
Not the actor, but the name Uncle Frank.
Oh, it is? Okay, I see. I
Yeah,
thought you meant the actor.
No, not the actor, but And by the way, real quick about Henry Fonda, he's usually this nice guy and everything. And, you know, he's in the Once Upon a Time in the West, and he plays, and they thought it would be a cool idea if he played the main villain in that movie because
Oh, just
they
to
thought
be
he's a
punch
nice
out.
guy. The camera pans up, and who's the leader of the gang? Henry Fonda.
What
it
do you
seems-
do when the nice guy is the bad guy?
Right.
Sort of
And then
thing.
he's kind of the bad guy in this thing too, because he says you'll shut your kids up for life, you know, or whatever.
Right, it's so messed up. Oh, Danny Alcazar said that actor was arrested for something recently. Which actor?
Which one? Oh,
There-
Uncle Frank, the one who
Was
plays
Uncle,
Frank.
Uncle Frank, or are
Uncle
you
Frank.
talking about Henry Fonda? And
No,
yeah,
he's talking about. I think he's talking about Uncle Frank, probably.
Well, anyway. Oh,
Anyways.
Buzz. No, Buzz. Oh, was Buzz? Oh, wait, no. I also wanted
Oh,
to ask
Buzz.
this. Wait, somebody said Buzz voted for the orange guy, meaning Donald Trump. Is that true? And by the way, you know, Donald Trump is obviously, I mean, not obviously, but he makes a cameo in Home Alone 2. I heard because
That's why he voted for him.
I was wondering if that's how they met, and also because, you know, they shot that movie in a large part of it at the Plaza Hotel in New York, which is a Donald Trump hotel. And I heard that he only agreed to let them use the hotel as a location if you could be in the movie.
And guess what?
There you go.
There was another movie. Which one was it? There's another movie where, and they said yes to it. Donald Trump being in Home Alone 2, but then there's
Right.
another movie that wanted to shoot at the same his hotel, and the same thing happened where Donald Trump said, "Well, I'll let you use it if you let me be in the movie," and they said no. I forgot what movie it is now. They said no, and he still let them use it anyway.
Donald Trump? Oh,
Yeah,
and
they
we don't
still-
know what movie. Okay.
I forgot what movie it is, but
Wow.
oh, Scent of a Woman. It was Scent of a Woman, is what it was.
Oh,
In
Scent of a
Scent of a Woman, they shot.
Hoo-ah.
They
I
hoobah,
hate
hoobah, boys
That
alive.
is so annoying.
I'm
Wow.
just getting started.
Bryce Shell said that Buzz was arrested for beating his girlfriend. He thinks
Oh,
assault.
he's nostalgic. He's just a nostalgic guy for the good old days.
And then
No,
Weird
it's fine.
Artifact said Buzz and Trump have no scenes together. Oh, wait. Oh, and Buzz's actor's name. Oh, by the way, the guy who plays Buzz's his real name is Devin Ratray. So there you go. I guess if you have that name, you're bound to be cast as a person named Buzz.
Scent of a Trump.
Wow.
Well, hey, look. That'd be so funny. Imagine Trump playing Pacino's role in that movie.
Right.
You know,
he'd be
he's
like,
this. He's like,
"Hoo-haw."
he's like,
How
he's
would he
like
do?
this.
hoo-haw?
Well, it's okay. Lots of that. He goes, we got lots of sense. We got, let me tell you about these scents. We got lots of scents. Some from women, some from men. Lots of sense. Hoobah, boys alive. Hoobah, boys alive. I'm just getting started.
No, he's like this. He's like, we got lots of sense. He's like, I'm just getting started. We got sense. I'm the least racist person I know. We've got Latina women's sense. We've got black women's sense. We've got them all. So I'm the least racist person I know. Hoo-ah.
I am the least racist person you know about. I love all sense from Latina women, black women, white women. They've got beautiful legs. I don't know.
You did it better than me.
Hoobah, boys alive. Boys
Like,
alive.
can you believe they did not cast me as Al Pacino's role in Sense of a Woman when I know all about? I don't know.
It's like this. Did you know that they offered me the lead role in the major motion picture, A Scent of a Woman, and I turned it down. I didn't want it. You know, he says that he's making up this
Right,
other
he
narrative.
tries
He
to
makes up
make a
this other
different
narrative. He
alternate
makes
path.
another narrative. I didn't want it. I didn't want the role. They offered it to me. I said no. Something like that. I don't know.
And then they cast that terrible actor Al Pacino, whatever the fuck his name. I don't know. I can't do it. Actually, he doesn't ever cuss, does he? Or does he?
Trump?
Yeah.
Didn't he say grab her by the pussy or something?
Oh yeah, grab him by the pussy if you want to.
I don't consider pussy to be a bad word, so I say it, and I do grab pussies. I don't know.
Oh my god.
But anyway, he goes.
It's true though. He did say that, so never mind. I don't know why I thought he didn't say bad words, but no. I mean, that would not be one of his redeeming qualities by any means.
Oh, you know, Trump
if he
was
has
in that,
any.
Trump was in the Little Rascals movie, the new that kind of remake that
You
that
mean the
new
90s one?
Yeah, well, I mean, I consider that to be new. Like,
The newer
I mean,
one, yeah.
well, I mean,
Wait, he was in that? Wait, who did he play in that?
hold on. Gemma said he
Okay.
was in the film Scent of a Pussy. They offered me the lead role in Scent of a Pussy. I turned it down. But he was the played the father of one of the kids in that new Little Rascals movie.
Oh, he did? Which one,
Yeah.
I wonder?
Waldo.
Huh.
This one says here.
Waldo? Which one was Waldo?
I don't know. Probably I don't know.
Oh, was
SB3.
he the one who was played the kid? Was he the one who was the one who also was in the remake made for TV version of The Shining? You know that kid who was cast in the made for TV version of The
Oh,
Shining?
Steven Weber.
He was also in Little Rascals as a kid, and he wears like a
Steven,
beanie.
you talking about Steven Weber's one?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see that made for TV.
Oh,
Shining,
Alex
but-
Mashin said he plays the father of the snotty rich kid. Okay, the one at the go-kart race or whatever, or the
Look,
boxcar
hold on.
race.
Get this. This is kind of interesting.
That makes sense.
Cammy says Alpha from the. I'll just do this.
90s.
Alpha from the '90s Little Rascals had a crush
Oh.
on me.
Hey, now that's the claim to
I
fame.
kind of need to know a little more about.
Yeah, let's
that
get into
story.
that.
Oh,
He
here.
was a cutie.
Oops. How
He
about
was
that?
friends with a friend of mine. Wow. Well, hey, that makes you red carpet material. No, I mean that's actually really fun. I love that fact.
That's
Um,
interesting. Actually.
And what did you think about the fact that he had a crush on you? Did you feel any feelings towards him?
Yeah. Were you interested? And was this pre-Rascals or post-Rascals?
Yeah, was this pre-rascal or post-rascal?
Had he become a rascal yet or not?
Was he pre-pube rascal or post pre-pube rascal or
was he pre rascal? I'm curious.
Oh yeah, can you call him right now? Can we call him? Can we get Alfalfa on the line? He's married now.
We have Alpha on the line live. We got
He's got
Alpha.
on the line. First name Alf, last name Alpha.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our special
Alpha.
guest, Alpha. What was it? Actually, the original Alpha actually had some trouble.
Oh right, I heard about
The
that.
original
Wait,
Alpha had trouble. in
Cammy
his
said,
life.
but Cammy said, sorry to cut you off. She said, I mean, he was cute post Rascals, but did you like him pre-pube rascal? No, I mean, but how did you feel? Oh, sorry, she said nothing. Wait, you felt nothing towards him?
Oh, so he became cute only because he became a rascal, basically.
Oh, sorry, no. Bryce Shell said, Cammy, whatever happened with you two? She said nothing. Well, why not? Thought he was cute. His name is Bug Hall. Right, Bug Hall. I kind of knew that.
Oh, this is pretty
That's
funny right
amazing.
here. Look at this. He saw Cammy and his hair sprung up like that. He had a hair boner. That'd actually be really
Bug-
funny if Alfalfa's. That's what that happened whenever he was, sort of tantalized. Anyway, let's.
Well, that kind of is what happens. There's a joke like that is referencing that in a scene in Little Rascals where he's having his date with Darla, and then she does something and his hair goes ding. Like
Oh, it
it's full
does?
boner. Yeah.
Wow, that is extremely suggestive. Wow,
It is very
geez.
suggestive indeed. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Cammy said no. LOL. He was cute, but I was very shy.
Whoa. Wait
So
a minute.
you're-
Look, Alex Machen said the original Alfalfa was an orphan owned by the studio, which is why nothing happened when Mo the bartender beat him to death. Wait, that's not true, obviously.
No, but
Bartender
Alfalfa,
beat him
as
to
in
death.
his 20s or something, I think he killed somebody. I think he went to somebody's house and shot them or something like that. And then he ended up dying in his 30s or something like that. The original Alfalfa.
How did he die in his 30s?
I think I could be wrong. I don't know. I forgot. I looked into it at one point, but he got into trouble. He had some problems in his adult life, But
Wait, okay, hold on. Let's just clarify this. Is any part of what you said, Alex Machen, when you said the original Alfalfa was an orphan owned by the studio, is any part of the statement true? Was he actually an orphan?
I don't think so. But I will say this.
I don't
This
know.
is this idea right here.
He's saying he's recollecting a Simpsons. Okay, never mind.
I've had
Simpsons
this idea.
episode.
I've had this idea right here. I've
Right.
had this idea. I've had that idea. We should
That's a
get
good
the
idea.
furniture store, the Supernova furniture store woman. We should get her on the show somehow and just kind of see what her life is like. I would
love that.
You know what? That's going to be an
Can we
episode.
do phone calls on our show?
I think we can do something. In 2023, we're going to do that. That's the plan. Okay. And now we're going to go to after show debriefs. How do we do it?
Oh,
You
wait, we
join and
didn't
become a member.
Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, we did watch our thing.
Join and
Okay,
become a member, and the way you do that is you do that is there's a join button, and you just click the join button there, and there's 2 different tiers, and
Oh my God.
what were you
Sorry.
reading this?
I'm reading Cammie's thing. She said that people say the lady's mean.
Hey, well, even better. I'd love to get her on the show. But wait, go back to the other thing again. The 2 different tiers is that you can go access to the after show debriefs, which we just keep going. And we do more stuff and we talk more stuff and we get really into it. And I mean, I know we get into it otherwise. And then there's level 2, which you get back behind the scenes content and you get these little icons that we hand drew ourselves. And you can use those in the chat room and all that stuff. And then and I think that and there's a monthly ringtone that you get too if you're on the 2nd tier. So lots of cool people here and that they're members, and that's really cool. Thanks for being a part of this, and I hope it's been worth it for you, that you've been having fun too. And I have fun. Like I said, I have fun doing this every week. It's probably the most fun I've had all year is doing this show.
Wow.
Well, because it's the most I've laughed. It's the most I've laughed. You know what I mean? I laugh a lot on stuff, but this
so your
is the
number
most
one, the thing in life for you that is your favorite thing to do is to laugh, right?
Yes.
Like that's the thing that makes you feel the best, is just laughing.
I love laughing. It's my favorite thing to
There's
do.
nothing else you would rather be doing.
Yes, I love laughing more than anything else.
Wow, there you go.
And
And
I
you're
laugh,
in the right business, I guess.
and I laugh the most. Look, I laughed on this other show I do, the Poundcast. I laugh on that, but I laugh even more on this, and because of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
welcome.
What do
You're
you
welcome.
know?
You're welcome. I mean, Laura's the funniest person I know. For me, from my subjective perspective, Laura's the funniest person I know, and even I kind of think objectively in a way, but
Well,
but,
I certainly am not as I haven't developed the craft the way you have. I mean,
Well-
it's not my field, but I do like to laugh.
is laughing your favorite thing to do?
I wouldn't say that it's my favorite thing. I don't classify things like that in that way. I mean, I definitely love to laugh, of course, but I also love other things. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things in life that are loves, and laughter is one of them.
I can laugh all day. I love it. I don't get sick of laughing ever.
I don't get sick of laughing either, but it's interesting because I don't know if that would be the thing that every person in this world would say, oh, that's the one thing that I need to do all the time. You know what I mean? I think it's different for everybody.
I just love
love
laughs. I love joking around. It's my favorite thing to do. And it is why I got into comedy myself, is because
Right.
I like to laugh myself. So I like to make other people laugh too. Or
Well,
I
I love
try
to laugh too. Don't get me wrong. It's just interesting because I think that on a very quick glance, sort of superficial level, most people would think, oh, laughing is probably the most fun thing you can do in life, right? Because it makes you smile and it makes you seem like you're happy. But there's other things too. You know what I mean? It's not just, there's just such a spectrum of experience to be had in life that I don't know if I could quantify. I guess I would obviously rather laugh than, I guess, be uncomfortable or cold or in pain. You know what I mean? Like I would much rather laugh than feel pain.
Well, no, if you think, for me, if you think of all the
And-
fun activities that somebody could do in their life, me personally, I think laughing Donald Trump's everything else.
Right. Well, yeah.
I love to laugh. Laughing is my favorite thing to do. I don't know.
I don't think Donald Trump would say that. You know what I mean?
Actually, I can't even
You
imagine
think
him
Donald
laughing.
Trump has like a genuine experience of laughing from the gut? You know what I mean? At something.
I can't imagine Donald Trump laughing or being really into music. You know what I mean? Imagine him just being really. I love this song. I love jazz. I love, I can't imagine him being into that. And I also can't imagine him laughing at something. Do a joke right now, and I'm going to try to laugh at it as Donald Trump. Go ahead.
Wait, say that. Wait, you want me to say a joke?
Yeah, and I'm going to laugh at it as Donald Trump.
All right. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because he had a really big boner.
A big boner. A really big boner. Ah, really funny, Laura. That's very funny. It's very funny. I can't imagine him laughing.
Let
So
me do let me do him
can't even
just
do that.
acting like he thinks something's funny, but it's not true.
I can't even do the act out because I
Let
don't
me
even know.
try.
I can't. It's so hard to fathom.
You do
What?
a joke. You do a joke.
Okay.
Let me
Why
be
did the
not as
boner?
good.
Why did the boner look like a chicken?
Why did the boner do what? Why?
Well, because it had a giblet.
Funny. That's funny. Very good. Next. Now that would be him not laughing. You know what I mean? As he's like, now let me try to do him laughing.
Okay, try to do him laughing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Tell me a joke.
Okay, why did the boner split into two?
Why did the boner split into two? Now I'm doing Mike. Why did the boner split? Why did the boner split into two?
Well, because it was a bit like an ice cream with bananas.
Where'd you get this guy? Excuse me. So cut this. I don't want to show this. Like, something to that effect. I don't know.
Cut this. I don't want anybody seeing me doing this. Cut this. You better cut this.
Like, what if he did that? What if his laugh was like just completely unexpected? You know what I mean? Just a
Right.
really bizarre kind of
What if you-
laugh.
What if you laugh like? What if you laugh like this?
That was his laugh.
You know, or what if
Well,
you
that
laugh like?
sounds like a non-laugh. But what if he like? What if the reason he didn't want you to see him laugh was because when he laughs, he looks like this.
Yeah, what if you laugh like this? What if you laugh like this? Tell me a joke real quick.
Why did the chicken's boner cross the road?
Why did the chicken boner cross the road? Why?
Because there was a big wad of chicken nuggets on the other side.
What a this is hilarious. Very funny. That's how he laughs.
What if he barfed every time he laughed? Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke.
Okay, what did the boner say to the other boner?
Why did the boner say the other boner? I don't know. What?
You look hard today.
It's so fun. Where did you get it? That's hilarious. I don't know.
Wait, how about this? Let me do that. I'm gonna just do yours real quick.
All right. Why did the chicken's boner cross the road?
Why did you get? I can't even do this. Where did you get this guy? Bone across the road. Why?
Because he wanted to dip his dick in the sweet and sour sauce.
Dip it. Ugh, hilarious. All right, we should go into this other thing, right?
Yeah, sure.
We should go into the after show debrief. We were only going to do this for a half hour, but it's now almost an hour. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So look, you know how to do it. Hey, look. So anyway, Happy New Year to everybody, and we'll see some of you in the after show debrief, and that's what we'll do, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
But thank you all. Thank you, Laura, for doing this.
Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
No, I'm letting you. It's the only way. It's the only way. Okay, so that's it. We'll see
Happy
you.
New Year to those who are not going to be in the after party. That's going to be really fun.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
All right.
That's what you
Well,
just went like this. That's what I was saying. Anyway.
By the
You
way,
see what I
yeah,
just
right.
did?
Yeah.
That's what
Do
you
it
just
again. Do it again, real quick.
You said that's what I was saying. Anyway, so
Right. That's what I was saying. By the way, a little bit of an issue is that I'm going to be on the road on next Monday. I got to figure out how to do that. About how we're going to do next Mondays.
well, maybe we'll do it on a different day of the week. How about?
Yeah, or I could try to. I don't know. Yeah, I might make it back in time to do
Okay.
a 10 o'clock. Do a 10 o'clock screening.
Sure, I can work with that.
Look, next week, guys. Look, after that, it's going to be consistently Mondays at 6 p.m. But next week might be on Tuesday the 3rd, or it will be later in the night on Monday the 2nd. Okay, sorry about that. It's a little, it's a little
Still
bit
in the
how it is.
holidays over there.
It's holidays, you know what I mean? And we didn't even take a week off, which we were going to do. Actually, maybe we should take the next week off, actually.
Wait, we
maybe.
didn't. We did one last week.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Wait,
We did
let
the
me
Christmas
see.
one. We did the Christmas one last week. Actually, we should do that. Why don't we take the next week off? Because it's going to be hard to do anyway. We didn't take one
Oh
off.
right, we did it on the 19th.
All right,
yeah.
we'll take them the next week. We're going to take the next week off. That's what we'll do, okay?
Yeah.
It
Okay.
just will be easier,
That
okay?
feels fair. Mhm.
And then after that, every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.